will discuss. Okay, so the algorithm to insert the node at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, right? So yesterday, so what I have done? So idanna agitta algorithm agitta nodi check ಮಾಡಿ. Okay, so inserting a node at the beginning of the linked list, in between the linked list at given position, and then so the inserting the load at the last of the nothing but the end of the linked list. Okay, so we have three insertion here. So beginning, in between, and its given position, and then at the end of the linked list we can insert in the node, right? Okay, is that clear? Algorithm ಬರ್ತಿದ್ವಾ ಇಲ್ವಾ? Algorithm ಆಗಿತ್ತಾ? Yes or no? Right? Okay, write an algorithm. Write an algorithm to insert. Write an algorithm to insert. Write an algorithm to insert node at the beginning of the linked list. Write an algorithm. Write an algorithm. Write an algorithm to insert node at the beginning of linked list. Beginning of linked list. Okay, you just follow this algorithm, right? Algorithm, and then it is an important program in the algorithm important. Okay, in the exam you ಕೇಳೋದು algorithm ne ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಕೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. Okay, so even though in stacks, pop operation, push operation, okay, and then in queues, NQ and DQ, right? Inserting and deleting the elements in stack, inserting and deleting the elements in queue, and then inserting the elements beginning and in between and then end of the linked list. Okay, so this is what we call, so write an algorithm to insert the node at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, step number 1. Step number 1. Okay, right, create a new node. Create a new node. Create a new node. Okay, P is equal to new node. Okay, let P is equal to new node. Okay, so put this new in small, right? What is this new, Bharat? What is this new? New annadena? What do you mean by new, Mr. Bharat? Bharat was not there. Abhishek, what is new? What is this new? ಕೇಳಿದ್ಯಾ new ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? What is this new? New ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ new ಅಂದ್ರೆ? So first we need to create new node. Okay, so while inserting the new node at the beginning of the linked list, first we need to create the new node. What is this new indicates? Abhishek, SA, I'm asking you. Abhishek, SA, Mr. Abhishek, SA. ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದೆ ನಾನು ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿರೋದು? ಅಭಿಷೇಕ್ ಕೇಳಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. What is Manoj? What is this new? Manoj, are you there? What is this new?
Yes sir, yes sir.
What is this new? So insert ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಹೊಸ node. Okay, so first we need to create the node. What is this new? I am asking Arun. What is this new? New ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ. What is this new indicates? New is a keyword. Delete is a keyword. Okay, C++ ನಲ್ಲಿ 48 keywords ನಲ್ಲಿ new ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು keyword. ನಾನು new ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮನೋಜ್, new ಅನ್ನೋದು keyword ಅಲ್ವೇನ್ರಿ? ಮನೋಜ್, ಮನೇಲಿ ಇದ್ದು ಏನಾಗಿದೆ? ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೆಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಡಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಕೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, ನೀವು ಹೇಳಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. New is a keyword. Okay, next step number 2. Make pointer field null. What is null? What is null? What is null? Make this pointer is null, nothing but 0. 0 ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ. Okay. Okay, you can put equal sign, otherwise arrow key here. Okay, PTR that is equal to null. Make this as null. What is PTR? What is PTR? Very good. Pointer. Okay, so fill that pointer with null, 0. Next step number 3. Read the information. Read the information. Okay, so here input P information. Read the input. Okay, data you need to add. So input the P, that is information. Data may be whatever. It may be depending upon the data type. It may be integer, float, or character, that you will decide. Okay, user or programmer will decide. Okay, next step number 4. Link to the list. Link to the list. Okay, so how you link PTR, that is equivalent of first. Okay, so the accepted data and link, it should be at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, next step number 5. Step number 5. Make new node as first. You make this as new node as first of P. Okay, so this pointer new node becomes a first. Make this as a first node. Okay, next. Okay, so here you stop and then return first. Okay, then this first node that will be inserted at the beginning. Okay, this is the new node. What we are indicated with new node, that will be a first node. Okay, so here we need to make it as a pointer null, and then so here information and link to the first, and first becomes a P. Well, what is the P containing? New node. Then our node becomes a first node. So like this we can insert the new node at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ಬೇಕಾ? ಬರ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Aaron, you will say yes. Okay, and you will say new. What is new? So you will give some other answer. New is a keyword. Okay, you should remember that. New and delete. Write down once again, I will tell you. Okay, inserting new node at the beginning. ಅವಾಗ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ, ನನಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಮೇಲೆ ಡೌಟ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ನಾನು ಇದನ್ನ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಂತ. ನೀವೇನೇನೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕೊಟ್ರೆ ನಾನೇ ಇದನ್ನೇನೋ ಹೇಳಿದ್ನೋ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮತ್ತೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟಿದ್ದೀನೋ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ. I am feeling myself guilty. ಬರೋಣ. ಇವತ್ತು ಬಂದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹಿಂದಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀಯಾ? ಏನ್ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ಯಾ? ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಸಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಇನ್ನೆಲ್ಲ ಮಿಕ್ಕಿದೆಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಯಾವ ಬರೀತ್ಯಾ? ಕಾನ್ಫಿಗರಿಂಗ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯೂಟರ್ಸ್ Okay, second Boolean algebra ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? 100 page ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬುಕ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. Boolean algebra ಮಾಡ್ಸೋದು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲಿ? ಯಾವ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಕಾಲೇಜಿಗೆ ತಂದಿದ್ದೀಯಾ ಹೇಳಿ ನೋಡೋಣ. ಎಲ್ಲ ನೀನು ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಕ್ಲಾಸ್ ವರ್ಕ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನೋಡಿಲ್ಲ. Okay, see here this is an algorithm to insert the node at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, the step number 1 is create a new node. Okay, so as we know the linked list is a collection of first of all it is a linear data structure. It is a collection of many nodes. Okay, nodes n nodes. Okay, create a new node. Okay, so P, let us consider P as a new node. Okay, make a pointer field as a null. Okay, so once again you will consider this ptr is a pointer variable and make this as null. Okay, store that in null. Okay, next read the information. Okay, as we know one single node contains two parts. One is information, another is link. Yes or no? ಎರಡು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು ನೋಡ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? ಎರಡು ನೋಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಒಂದು data part, otherwise information part, another one is link part. Okay, so read the information first. Okay, and store this data. Next, link the list. Okay, P of ptr is equal to first. Okay, and make the new node as first. First is equal to P. What is P here? New node. Then our new node has been inserted at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, and then so here you need to stop and you must return the first. Okay, you can insert the new node at the beginning of the linked list by using this algorithm. Is that clear everyone? ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬೇಡ, just you follow this algorithm, write neatly. Okay, is that clear everyone? Finished? Okay, right. Next, write an algorithm to insert the node at the end of the linked list. We'll do this. End of the linked list. Okay, after that, so in between at given position we can insert the node in the linked list. Okay, just you go with that. So write an algorithm to insert the node at the end of the linked list. Okay, right now. Clear is this? Inserting new node at the beginning of the linked list. Is that clear? ಇದಾಗಿದೆಯಾ? erase ಮಾಡಲಾ? Okay, okay, so in between ಆಮೇಲೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀನಿ. ಯಾಕೆಂದ್ರೆ ಸೊ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಷನ್ ಅಟ್ ದ ಬಿಗಿನಿಂಗ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಎಂಡ್ ಎರಡು ಒಟ್ಟಿಗೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡ್ಲಿ, ಆಯ್ತಾ? ಈಸಿ ಆಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ಓಕೆ, inserting a node in between the linked list at given position, so we will do afterwards. Right now inserting a new node at the end of the linked list. Okay, right. Step number 1 ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ? Create a new node once again. Okay, ಬರೀರಿ ನೀವೇ. Create a new node. Right? Create a new node. So here also we need to create a new node. Why? Because we are inserting at the end of the linked list. Okay, next step number 2. What is step number 2? Again, what is step number 2? Kotru, Avinash. Make the pointer field as null. Okay, Again, here also the same thing, guys. Make the point field null. What do you mean by null? Zero. Okay, it should be filled with zero. Okay. P of PTR that should be stored with null. Next, step number 3. What is step number 3? What is step number 3? Read information. So the first part of the node should read the information. Okay. So input P of information. Next, step number 4. What is step number 4? What is step number 4? ಏನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕೀಗ? Okay, beginning ಅಲ್ಲಿ, so that's fine. Okay, so ನಾವು already ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. Okay, so Okay, right? Okay, so we'll discuss again. So write an algorithm to insert the node at the end of the linked list. Okay, so first of all, the same thing will be there. Okay, so create a new linked list. Are you there, everyone? They are left the meeting. Only 3 members are there. Right? So you create a new node here. Okay, and then make a pointer as a pointer field as a null, and then read the information. Next, step number 3, and then assign the first pointer. So once again, P1. You take one more variable, that is P1. Okay, so P1 becomes a first node here, and then find the last node. Find the last node. How you will find the last node? Step number 5. Find the last node. How you will find the last node? How you will find the last node? How you will identify the last node? So this is as same as inserting the new node at the beginning. Okay. So create a new node. P new node. Make the pointer field as a null. P of PTR is equal to null. Okay, and then so read the information. The first part of the node should read the information and it should store. Okay, and then assign the first to P1. So we need to store P1 once again. Okay, you call the one more variable, that is P1, and make it as an first. And right now we need to identify the last node. So how do you identify the whether the node is first node or last node? Okay, so we are assigned the first node as P1. How will identify the node as last node? I will identify anyone. So you correct linked list answer ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ. I will identify the node as last node. ನಾವು node na last node ಅಂತ ಯಾರಿಗೆ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? Okay, okay, pointer n ಸರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, so perfect identification of last node. How will you identify? What is the first part of the last node will contain? Here. Okay, here there will be a data. Yes or no? There will be a data. This part contains data, and then last part contains, the second part contains null. Okay, can we call this as a last node? Howda? First part ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, the last part ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ second part ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ null ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Okay, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? This will be called last node. Are you getting my point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? Right? Okay, so you need to write here, find the last node. Why? P1 of not equal to null. Okay, P1 is equal to P1 PTR. This is end of while. Okay, when this condition becomes true, then the node becomes the last node, right? Is it clear? Are you getting my point? Kanta ide istu no? Ikkada parikara kanta ide alva? Nodi, P1 PTR not equal to null, then it will be until it will be a node. When it becomes equal to null, then it becomes a last node. Okay, the last node contains one part data and then another part will be null. Okay, so we can easily say this is a last node. Okay, next, this end of while, and then step number 6, insert the new node to the end. Insert new node to the end. So P1 is equal to P1 PTR. Sorry. P1 is equal to PTR is equal to P. Okay, P1 PTR is equal to P. Okay, then you stop. Step number 7 is you need to stop here and then return to the first. Return to the first. Okay. Step number once again ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ ಇದು ಬರ್ಬಿಡಿ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇನ್ನೊಂದ್ಸರಿ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Okay, completed? Yes. Okay, until here the things will be same to insert the linked list at the beginning of the linked list. Okay, insert the node at the beginning of the linked list. That will same carry the steps in inserting the node at the end of the linked list. Okay, so create a new node, P of new node, make the pointer as field as a null. Okay, so P of PTR is equal to null. Read the information, the first part. Okay, so input P information, assign the first to P1. P1 is equal to the first, and you need to identify the last node. The last node will be identified, the node which is containing the first part data, and then last part, that is second part, will be null. So we can easily identify the last node, right? Find the last node here while P1 is equal to PTR not equal to null until it is regular node. Okay, when it becomes equal to null, then so searching and traversing will stop. Okay, and so it becomes end of while. P1 is equal to P1 PTR. Okay, so what the P1 stores first. Okay, so and then insert the new node at the end. So P1 is equal to PTR P. When it finds the last node, so when this condition fails, when PTR is equal to null, the last node will be available. Okay, this is the last node we will get, and then so P1, the first here what we stored PTR, this is the pointer that will be stored the new node, nothing but end of the linked list. Okay, and you need to stop and then we need to return to the first node. Is that clear? Is that clear? Is that clear everyone? Is that clear everyone? Right? Ivattu, so inserting the node at the beginning of the linked list, inserting node at the end of the linked list, ಇವೆರಡನ್ನು algorithm ನ ಬರೆದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. Okay, is that clear? This until this both are common steps. Okay, until here the step number 3 both are common, inserting node at the beginning, inserting node at the end of the linked list. Okay, and then remaining thing will be the first node ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ಸರ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಬಟ್ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ ಅದು ಅಂತ ಚೆಕ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನೋಡ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. So then we can call this as a last node. Okay, so we need to identify and then we need to store the pointer at the end of the linked list. Okay, and we need to return the first. Is that clear everyone? Is that clear everyone? Okay, so today we have discussed the algorithm to insert the node at the beginning of the linked list and end of the linked list. Okay, so you just go through this and then ಇದನ್ನ ಬರಿಬೇಕು. ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋದು ಬೇಡ, ಇದನ್ನ ನಾನು ಏನು ಬರ್ಸಿದೀನಿ ಅದನ್ನ ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಬರೀರಿ, ಅದನ್ನ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಾಳೆ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ದ 20 ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ, ಸೊ ಅದು ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ವೀಕ್ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಈ ಲಿಂಕ್ಡ್ ಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಮುಗಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಸೊ ನಾನ್ ಲೀನಿಯರ್ ಡೇಟಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಅಂಡ್ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಡೇಟಾ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಮುಗಿಯುತ್ತೆ. ಮುಂದಿಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಈಸಿ ಚಾಪ್ಟರ್ಸ್. ಓಕೆ, ಸೊ ನೋಡೋಣ, ಸಾಧ್ಯ ಆದ್ರೆ ನಾನು PDF ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬಿಡ್ತೀನಿ, ರಿಟರ್ನ್ ನೋಟ್ಸ್ ನೇನೆ. ಓಕೆ ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಮ್ ಸ್ಕ್ಯಾನರ್ ನಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕಳಿಸ್ಕೊಡ್ತೇನೆ. ಸೊ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದನ್ನ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತೀನಿ ಉಳಿದಿದ್ದು. ಓಕೆ, ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಯ್ತಾ ಇವತ್ತು? Inserting a node at the beginning of the linked list, inserting a node at the end of the linked list. Algorithm ನ ಬರ್ದು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಬರೋದು ಇದು, ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ನಾಳೆ ವೀಕೆಂಡ್ ಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕಂಪ್ಲೀಟ್ ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಓಕೆ ರೈಟ್, ಬರೀರಿ, ಓದಿ, ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆಯಾ? ಓಕೆ, ಬಾಯ್ ಎವ್ರಿವನ್. Right, I will continue Monday. Okay, so inserting a node at the in between the linked list at given position. Okay, bye everyone.